In response to a distressing call, the officer swiftly engaged with a situation where an agitated lady unexpectedly charged at him. With a decisive and measured response, the officer tactically employed a controlled takedown, placing the individual on the ground to defuse the escalating scenario and restore a sense of calm.
How's it going, sir? How are you? Oh, fuck!
The playful water sparring took an unexpected turn for this girl when the guy, in good spirits, decided to lift her up and toss her into the water. In an unfortunate and humorous mishap, two first-time Taekwondo girls experienced a regrettable moment. One girl held the breaking wood right in front of her face, while the other, attempting to break the wood, unintentionally punched both the wood and her friend's face. In a rather unusual turn of events, at the start of the fight, one fighter inexplicably began breakdancing on the floor, executing spins. To add to the confusion, his opponent, seemingly bemused, decided to join in by performing a flip on top of him. In a humbling turn of events, a cocky 18-year-old girl, underestimating her opponent, an older lady, quickly learned the harsh reality in a boxing match. Contrary to her expectations, the older lady dominated the fight, delivering such a thorough beating that the overconfident young fighter had no chance of victory. In an amusing twist, this might be one of the funniest knockouts, as a girl found herself knocked out in less than 5 seconds. The moment the bell rang, her opponent unleashed a flurry of strikes while she stood there, seemingly unaware, with her head up and without retaliating.
Reluctant to come out of her corner. He left a 1, 2, 3, 4. It was Lamb versus Lion. It is over. One of the quickest knockouts in women's boxing history. You witnessed it live here on DAZN.
In an attempt to try to get into a fight, this guy tried to jump into a fight by sucker kicking one of the fighters. But while he was trying to soccer kick somebody, he absolutely missed in a hilarious fashion. The self-proclaimed tough guy, eager to provoke random people into a street fight, faced a swift dose of karma when his attempt to kick this guy in white resulted in an embarrassing misstep. Instead of connecting with his intended target, he found himself kicking the air and tumbling to the ground, providing a comical and instant lesson in humility. In a moment of embarrassment, a Muay Thai fighter attempted to make a dramatic entrance into the ring by leaping over the ropes, only to miscalculate and end up falling flat on his face. In a display of remarkable speed and vigilance, the MMA referee promptly reacted when a fighter tried to kick his downed opponent. Swiftly intervening, the referee skillfully pushed the offending fighter, effectively halting any potential further damage to the grounded opponent. In a perplexing display, two Muay Thai fighters deviated from conventional fighting, opting for a unique approach reminiscent of a dance fashion show. Rather than throwing powerful punches, they engaged in a peculiar style, delivering soft punches that seem more akin to a choreographed performance than a typical Muay Thai match, leaving spectators bewildered by their unconventional approach in the boxing ring. In an intriguing matchup, an experienced MMA fighter challenged a bodybuilder twice his size to test his punching skills. However, the bodybuilder found himself at a disadvantage as the MMA fighter showcased superior movement, deftly dodging and weaving through punches, making it appear as though the bodybuilder was punching the air with little effect. The guy's ability to break a hard brick with just one punch seemed almost superhuman, suggesting an extraordinary level of strength and power. Attempting to replicate his partner's high kick and hitting the target, not only did he miss the target, but he also ended up falling to the ground, resulting in a less than successful attempt to mimic his friend's move. In a misguided attempt to deceive the referee, this fighter embarrassingly resorted to falling to the ground when he came face to face with his opponent, pretending to be struck. However, his unsuccessful ploy was met with skepticism from the referee, and the crowd erupted in laughter, witnessing the fighter's shameful flop. In a surprising turn of events, the anticipated easy win for the taller guy turned into an embarrassing loss, as the shorter opponent displayed remarkable spirit and skill, ultimately beating the tall guy in the MMA fights.